I think AI is an emerging technology that is being developed every day. So that is why it is a very crucial question to answer about that.
The next 5 years will be really important for AI, and you cannot stop AI. It's inevitable, it will be in your studies, and all you can do is make policies that are equitable and that include all of the sections of the society and the world.
I think AI has both positive and negative impacts for education, not just education, everything in general, but specifically for education.
Science and technology in global development is how all of stakeholders collaborate each other. The use of digital technology can enhance the collaboration among all the stakeholders around the world.
It all depends on this right now, that how you make policies that bring us a safer, more equitable and more representative society.
I would approach this question from the perspective of different generations. From the perspective of children, I think it is necessary to monitor their activities with AI tools in the educational process. During COVID, children just improved their grades due to extensive access to AI tools and digital educational tools. But at the same time, they really lack socialization. So to avoid this situation in the future, we need to assess the impact of the AI on the educational system now.
And it also depends on how AI is perceived from the area or used from the area where you are from.
At the level of maybe younger kids, like elementary school kids or kindergarten, I guess because AI development is highly concentrated in only a couple of countries, I guess the softwares that will be developed then will tend to offer the same content, and it might also maybe lose some cultural richness.
That is why we need to focus on human development first, to shape their attitude, their mindset first. Then we can continue to develop AI technology.
For all the population, and I think it includes students, and I think it will have a positive impact of education on educational system, because I have extensive access to digital educational tools from all over the world, to online courses, to expand my professional skills.
The most important contribution of AI for education is for resource. I think AI helps a lot to improve the resource for education, especially for students or research, because before we have to go through a lot of documents, a lot of researching, browsing in order to get certain data. But with the helps of AI, we can make it quicker and more informative in that way.
But of course, it makes knowledge more accessible, and it's such a luxury that we can just get the immediate answer to one request that we have, one answer, we get the answer immediately. So we save a lot of time, and knowledge is more accessible.
And we can also use it as an assisting tool. So, for example, you can just ask what is the problem with your data, or if you're writing code, you can ask what is wrong, doing the debugging, which is very helpful, and explain everything. So in that way, I think it's really beneficial.
A lot of students use AI, especially if we look at ChatGPT. They sometimes use ChatGPT to cheat.
People, students specifically, they can rely too much on AI tools, so that can make education quality worse.
Assessing the challenges that using AI present will be necessary for the future.
One thing that I see in AI, how it will affect in the future the education, is standardization. What I tend to see is how I'm losing kind of my critical skills, my critical thinking skills. You learn better when you actively engage with the content. And this process of thinking about the thought process is what I feel is getting lost when I'm using AI, because the information is just being presented to me on a golden platter, and I'm just passively absorbing it.
We should define how AI tools can help us to solve the persistent problems in the present. For example, how can we tackle climate change? I think there should be a legal framework established to monitor legal activities with AI, to overcome the modern issues of deepfake and digital divide. So I think with that it can contribute very positively to science and technology.
If the developer is prioritizing the human development interests, I believe AI will be benefit for every aspect, including education. Schools that were limited to developing their curriculum can learn from it with the help of AI technology.
That also links to being enhancing education in a way that we can learn things like new fields. For example, if I'm from humanities or social science, I can learn things from engineering or statistics, things that related to our specific needs that we don't need to register or enroll at certain school or classes.
In my understanding, when we talk about global development, we will need a good collaboration among all stakeholders globally.
So science, technology, policy, that's all we talk about, needs to be more equitable in my opinion. You need policies that include everything and every piece of the society. I believe inclusive, equitable and representative, representing all the sections of the society.
Identifying challenges, identifying threats, legal framework.
Accessibility, cooperation, sustainability.
Good collaboration and the just policies.
Human resource, inclusiveness, accountability and transparency.
Equitable, collaborative, inclusive, and all this combined with a good policy making technology for all.